Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Steins Gate Zero. In the last episode, backed into a corner, Rintaro Okabe had no choice but to draw on the fiery might of Hoenn Kyoma himself in order to distract Judy Reyes long enough for Daru to finally break open the lock on the digital file that Stratfor have in their possession. Unfortunately, Judy Reyes had one final tempting offer for Rintaro: to allow the existence of Kaguri Shina to be overwritten by that of Kurusu Makase, a fate which the insane mad scientist firmly denied. Unfortunately, Suzuha Mane, our trusty part-time warrior, has come to our rescue. In spite of being shot by Dr. Reyes, she has managed to turn the tables, as she has just said, and now the advantage is ours again, for the moment. But let us go while the going is good. And yet, for some reason, Reyes doesn't seem surprised in the least.
参ったわね。まさかあなたみたいな子にしてやられるなんて。
And yet you don't sound disappointed. Reyes shrugged her shoulders in surrender.
でも、ここで終わるわけにはいかないの。
I think I could have guessed that much for myself.
動くなと言っている。
Reyes ignored her and picked up the strange headset that Kaguri had been wearing. Suza gripped her gun more tightly.
ちなみに私、小型の爆弾をポケットの中に持ってる。
Something tells me that you really hate to lose, Judy Reyes. I mean, everyone hates to lose on some level, but this is actually taking it a bit far.
奥歯をちょっとだけ噛み締めれば、それで起爆するのよ。
Well, you certainly got us there.
この至近距離なら、あなたたち3人も巻き込まれちゃうでしょうね。
Well, Judy Reyes said that she'd be willing to do anything for her organization and her superiors. I don't doubt it for a second.
自爆する気か。
敵に情報が渡るぐらいなら死を選べと教育されているの。悲しいことに。
はったりだ。
そう思うなら撃てばいい。
Once again, Judy Reyes has managed to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Suza moved to pull the trigger. We have to know if she truly is bluffing first. And if she isn't, then we'll all go up in a fiery ball of explosion. Hope you can hear us, Daru, and I know you can. You're our miracle worker now. Reyes glanced at Suzuha and then slowly put the headset down over her own head. I know exactly what she's trying to do, Rintaro. If she can't have Kaguri...
あなたも彼女じゃなければいいんでしょ?
So you're going to use yourself.
まさか。言ったでしょ。ここで終われない。
You truly are beyond redemption, Dr. Reyes. was madness in her eyes.
そうよ、簡単な話だったんだわ。わざわざ他人を使わなくても最初からこうすればよかったのよ。
I'm amazed it took you this long to figure that out. In other words, you've just been wasting everyone's time.
これで私はマキセ・クリスの記憶を手に入れられるの。タイム麻酔の理論を得ることもできるの。世界に確信をもたらす存在になれるのよ。
Unfortunately, we can't let that happen.
そんなこと
Don't use Kurasu's memories for that. Music to my ears, Daru. Music to my ears. That's why you're our favorite right arm. And our super hacker.
今から私は時間をも支配できる存在になる。
I wouldn't be so quick to laugh just yet.
誰早くファイルを
We still need more time. Reyes went for the keyboard.
やめろ
We still need to stall for time.
大丈夫。心配しなくてもあなたの大切な女の記憶を私がちゃんと役立ててあげる。
Even as you destroy yourself in the process. Now all we need to do is get rid of that file, and victory is as good as ours. You know, I feel like we've been here before. Momentarily, I just had a flashback of the moment in which we erased the very first D-mail sent from the Beta World line concerning Kurasu's death, which inadvertently led us to the Alpha World line. And after fighting against CERN and the World line itself, Rintaro finally erased that D-mail and returned here to the Beta World line. And it feels like we're about to do that all over again, to keep the Beta World line from falling apart.
消せ誰頼むクリスをあいつを解放してやってくれ
In other words, you lose, Judy Reyes.
Coming to me, Chris.
Reyes' fingers touched the keyboard. Moment of truth. Were we too late? Silence. Nothing happened. There was no light or loud noise like the phone wave TBA. Of course there wasn't. It was all going on inside her head. Reyes. What has just happened? I believe we're about to find out. She was in the exact same position as when she touched the keyboard, completely unmoving. Did the memories download? I steeled myself to take a closer look. And Reyes collapsed to her knees. The light hit her face and I could finally see her expression. There was nothing there. No light, no darkness. Nothing. Just hollow emptiness in her eyes. But that expression of joy she had when she touched the keyboard was frozen onto her cheeks.
Okarin-san, その人は
早かったんだ。ダルの方が一瞬だけ。
In other words, we succeeded in keeping Kurisu's memories from entering the consciousness of Judy Reyes, and the good doctor has sadly paid the price for that. The folder had been emptied just before she downloaded the memories into her own mind. She'd filled her head with emptiness, and now nothing was left. Not the memories she had before, not her own history, not her own desires. It was just an empty shell. It was just an empty shell, kneeling on the ground as if praying to God. You did good, Daru. You did good.
ダル、よくやった。終わったよ。何もかも。
In other words, victory is ours. I could hear Daru Maho cheering from the earphone. Reyes' plans have come to naught.
行こう、おじさん。いつまでもここにいるのは良くない。
I'm with Suzuha on this one.
そうだな。係、歩けるか？
Hope you can, because there is no reason to stay here any longer. The only things left were dead bodies and a living corpse. Amadeus, the girl on the other side of the machine, was gone. She was gone from this world, along with the memories of the person I loved. I whispered softly to a girl who was no longer there. Farewell, Amadeus Kurisu.
クリス。
And so we have emerged victorious.
それじゃあマユシ、私たちまた来るね。
And 4 days have passed. Fubuki and Kaide are in the lab talking with Mayuri.
またね。ルカ君も今度一緒にコスプレしようね。
Seems like things are finally back to normal.
その考えておきます。オカリンさんや皆さんもお邪魔しました。
No thanks necessary.
ああ、またいつでも来るといい。
What a relief.
どうした？
Seems that Fubuki is upset by something.
オカリンさん、なんだか雰囲気変わりましたね。
そうか。
I wonder how. I wonder why.
なんだか前よりずっととっつきやすくなった感じ。ふぶきちゃん、本人に向かって失礼だよ。
Well, it might have to do with a certain resurrection of an insane mad scientist.
楓ちゃんだってさっき言ってたじゃん。
And now Fubuki is upset at Kaide.
ちょっと。
And Mayuri is happy as always.
やれやれだな。
Daru and Yuki are here.
それじゃあ私もそろそろおいとましますね。
今日もバイト？
はい、終わったら連絡します。週末の予定決めましょう。
Well, I suppose all's well that ends well. We erased the all-important files in the Amadeus system. Judy Reyes has been soundly defeated. And it seems like neither Stratfor nor Derpa will be getting their hands on the time theory of Kurisu Makase anytime soon.
OK じゃ連絡待ってるよ
So I guess back to the grind of normal life, I suppose. Where do we go from here?
なになになんだにゃダルニャンユキニャンとかなりいい感じだにゃ
And you're still here, Ferris.
そうあでもフェリスタンへの愛ももちろん変わらないのだぜ
So you say, Lothario. So you say.
父さんたらまた
It had been several days since then. All the chaos with Amadeus and Kurisu's memories had calmed down, and normal life had resumed. There had been no official announcements about what had happened in the basement of Tokyo Denkai University. The next day, the basement had been sealed off because of what was described as a lab accident. The military, or maybe Stratfor, had covered it up. And since then, we hadn't seen anything strange going on around us. There should have been no traces that we were ever there. Certainly hope not. They probably weren't going to come after us.
それにしてもあれは何だったんだろう
Sousa has still puzzled as to what happened to Judy Reyes.
あれって
あの女が係にマキセ・クリスの記憶をダウンロードしたときうまくいかなかったんだよ
Indeed, as a result, all she ended up doing was erasing her own self.
ただシステムがうまく作動しなかっただけじゃないん
ダルニャンの言う通りだにゃ考えすぎることないにゃ
そうなのかななんか気になるんだよね
Whether it's been good fortune or ill, I don't know. Who can truly say?
そういえばあの時
Kaguri seemed to have been thinking of something. She opened her mouth to speak.
でも
Seems like she's having trouble speaking her mind.
ちょっと係言いかけて途中でやめないでよ気になるだろ
Same here.
あの時声が聞こえたような気がするの
Ah yes, the voice.
声頭の奥で誰だかわからないけどダメって
So maybe it was a different voice than the voice of
私あの時のことをほとんど覚えてないからただの夢か何かだったのかも
Maybe it was and maybe it wasn't. I don't think we'll ever know.
アマデウス
And of course Maho will be extremely upset about the loss of both Amadeus and Kurisu's memories.
もしかしたらアマデウスじゃないかしら
Could very well have been. After all, Reyes was trying to download Amadeus Kurisu's memories into Kaguri.
クリスが最後の最後で自分の記憶を係さんに上書きされるのを拒んだんじゃないかって
In other words, was Amadeus... Hold on. Sorry for that, I didn't want to sneeze there. But did Amadeus... Was she the one responsible for keeping her own memories being used by Judy Reyes?
ナホにしてはロジカルじゃない意見だな。
It's not very logical indeed, but it certainly is possible. But Rukiko and Mayuri stared at each other when they heard Maho's words.
その僕たちが最後にアマデウスさんを起動した時なんですけど、途中で通信が切られたんです。
Yeah, that did happen, and that was rather ominous.
オカリンのボットさんが話してるのに、なんだかすごく慌てたみたいに切れたんだ。
And again, she was very abrupt. Could that have been when it happened?
でもそんなことありえるの？
I wonder.
わからないけど、アマデウスにも人間と同じ自己防衛本能はあるはずよ。
And also she has the instincts of Kurusu Makase as well. A powerful combination.
自分の記憶をよからぬことに利用されようとしているのに気づいてということも考えられなくはないわ。
And so, Amadeus Kurusu used everything in her power as an artificial intelligence to keep those memories from falling into the wrong hands. In a different world line, Kurusu's memories had once existed inside Kaguri. Maybe Kurusu had saved Kaguri from experiencing the same fate here. There might have been another reason, but at least that's what I wanted to think.
なあオカリン、僕も一個わからんことがあるんだけど。
Seems like there are many things that we still don't understand.
なんだ？
オカリンの話だと、これまでアマデウスが原因で何度か世界線の変動があったんだろう？
That's what we thought at the time.
でも僕たちがあの時のことを覚えてるってことは、今回は変動してないってことだよな。それはなんでなんだろう？
That is indeed a curiosity.
ああ、そのことか。
I thought about that right after what had happened.
おそらくだが、これまでの世界線の変動はアマデウスに対してアクションを起こしたことで、クリスの記憶が何者かの手に渡ったことが原因だと思われる。
In other words, our actions were probably somewhat responsible for the world line changes. Whoever had gotten the memories had used them to rewrite the past.
だが今回はその原因であるアマデウスとクリスの記憶そのものを消去した。原因が取り除かれれば、それによる世界線の変動は起きない。
In other words,
そういうことだろう。
we'll have to learn to keep myself from interrupting other people. But in other words, this world line will continue ticking over. For now, at least. The cause of the battle between Stratfor and Derpa were gone. And we had gotten rid of the data that Kurusu had left behind. The future created by Kurusu's memories was gone. But Suzuha and Kaguri were still here. If they were still here, then the future hadn't changed that much. Of course I knew that. Unless I could reach Steins Gate, the world line convergence wouldn't change. But that didn't mean that this was for nothing. There was that small flash of insight I'd felt in 2036. This world was another step towards it.
で、これからどうするん？
To be honest, I have no idea.
そうだな。いろいろやるべきことはあるが、その前に。
I took something out of the pocket of my white lab coat, so we were still wearing it, obviously, during our nighttime infiltration.
さて、皆に俺からプレゼントだ。
Present, eh?
これは。
Do you recognize this, adventurers? It's the pin commemorating the Future Gadget Laboratory. Starting from commemorating the members of the Future Gadget Laboratory: Rintaro Okabe, Mayuri Shiina, Itaru Hashida, Kurisu Makase, Moruka Kiryu, Ruka Rushibara, Ferus Nyan Nyan, and Suzuha Amane, the original 8 members. But it seems like we have 3 more, and I can guess which who members 9, 10 and 11 are. The H could only be for Maho Hyajo, the S for Kaguri Shiina, and the final A, the 11th and final member as of yet in the Future Gadget Laboratory, can only be Yuki Amane.
ラボメンバージ。俺たち全員がこのラボのメンバーである証だ。
In other words, the Future Gadget Lab is back in business. OSHMKUFAHSA. The badge had everyone's initials on it, at least the initials of all their last names, as I've just explained. Of course, Kurisu's and Morika's were there too. I'd added in Maho Hyajo, Kaguri Shiina, and Yuki Amane too, as I said. Accepting the past for what it was and connecting it to the future. That was my job right now.
ラボメン。
And Kaguri is very happy with this. Kaguri held the badge to her chest happily.
私の宝物、一つ増えちゃった。
Indeed you do. The path that lay before me might be even harder than the one I travelled so far. But I knew that the light was still there at the end of it.
私、クリスとオカリンさんが仲良くなれた理由、なんとなくわかる気がするわ。
I'm glad you do, Maho.
私も、父さんたちがどうしてあんなにもオカリンおじさんを頼りにしていたのか、やっとわかった。
And Suzuha is smiling for the first time in ages.
私も、ママがオカリンさんをずっと好きなの、わかるな。
About that last comment.
かがりちゃん、違うよ。マユシーはオカリンの人質で、だからそういうのとは。
Horin Kiyoma's hostage.
な、これオカリンだけモテまくり許せん。リアチェ爆発しろ。
And Daru is still an otaku as always.
父さんには母さんがいるでしょ。
Suzuha has the point. Many different futures and many different pasts. Where they all converge, I know I'll find you. So.
ああ、俺だ。
It has been too long, Mr. Mystery Contact.
いつになったら助けに来るのか、だと。慌てるな。今はまだその時ではない。俺を誰だと思っている。いいか、狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、フォー隠居魔に二言はない。だからしばし待つがよい。お前を絡め取るその時の呪縛からいつか必ず俺が助けだ。ああ、必ずだ。
Kurisu, until the day comes that we meet. All I have, I give to you.
L 夫妻コングルー
The vaunted code phrase. December 2011. 1 year later. At least I think it's a year, since I haven't really checked my phone all that much. But, that was actually a rather long episode. So, when we return, adventurers, we shall see just exactly what the future holds for Ntaro Okabe and the Future Gadget Lab. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.